Let's try this again. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Monday. Today's November 3rd, 8 minutes until the market closes, and we have PLTR and HIMS reporting earnings after the bell. For those that are tuning on in for the first time, what's going on? My name is Ricky. I'm going to be live streaming a lot of these different companies that are reporting earnings this week. So just another reason to subscribe if you guys are not already. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so YouTube notifies you when it is that I go live. PLTR, HIMS reporting today after the market closes. Uber, Shopify, Spotify before the market opens tomorrow. After the market closes, AMD and Supermicro are the two main focuses for me. And then on Wednesday, we have Robinhood. And then on Thursday, we have Opendoor. There's a lot of companies that are incredibly overvalued with, again, fundamentals not matching up with what the business actually produces. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the market reacts and if the market continues to support irrational valuations. With that being said, very quickly, again, what is the market's expectation for Palantir? Market expectation for Palantir today is 16 cents, almost 17 cents for earnings per share and revenue to be at $1.09 billion. When it comes down to HIMS, we're expected to put or come out at nearly, what is that, 0.096% or 0.096 cents per share, incredibly low, and then $580 million in overall revenue. Last time it did miss, so it wouldn't be much of a surprise this time around, but again, we'll see how the market reacts. I think HIMS is an incredibly overhyped up and overvalued company, but based off of recent downturn, it is closer to a support than it is to a resistance. What I mean by that is if you look at it at the larger time frame, you can see that it tends to have a common support range right around $40 per share, common resistance range right around $65 to $70 per share. Therefore, more overbought levels, more of a common support range. Obviously, when this thing gets released, then depending on if it beats or comes in lower than what is expected, will determine if it has another leg down or begins to recover. I hope that it recovers. I hope that it shoots up to $70 per share so it can go and get rejected once again, and then I can short it all the way back down to $40 per share. It's one of my favorite stocks because I love shorting it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Palantir is a very bullish stock, right? Not only does it kind of like talk the talk, but it kind of walks the walk as well. Palantir has been an incredibly successful company for 2025, one of the best performing stocks, top 15 if I'm not mistaken. Its revenue growth has also been very impressive, kind of supporting this irrational valuation to some degree. But for some people, again, it's too expensive, including myself. 633 times its earnings, meaning that from what the company currently produces in net income to what the company is actually valued at, nearly $500 billion. Again, there's a disconnect there. But during irrational markets, again, they support irrational valuations. So can the markets continue to push up higher? Of course. That shouldn't be a question by any means. Anything can happen right now. After this thing reports earnings, if guidance is good, I don't really think the earnings are going to be much of a, unless it comes in at a huge surprise, but so much is factored in advance. I think guidance is going to be the main focus for Palantir and Palantir's success today. So very excited to kind of share this experience with you guys, watch the market react and see if any intraday opportunity ends up presenting itself. A quick little reminder to beginners, I personally do not like taking a trade on any company that's about to report earnings because it tends to be a very volatile time. That's the way that I choose to trade. You don't have to do it that way. I'm just making you aware. When in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. So let's go ahead and see how the market reacts. All right, all right. There we go. How are you guys doing today? Before hours and after hours are a lot harder in my opinion too. Yeah, and markets are closed, right? So you have to trade with the limit order. It's in my opinion not ideal for beginners. But that's just my 2 cents. If you want to take a trade, again, I'm not here to convince you. Otherwise, you do you. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. I got some Panda Express, trying to carb up and see what we can make out of today. I had a pretty solid trading day. Can't, deny that. And excited to see. I'm really most excited about HIMS. I don't really care about Palantir. It's too expensive for me. I know I'm not going to buy it at these levels. But it's so bullish that it just wouldn't surprise me if it does shoot up. I hope it pulls back, but I'm probably not going to trade it. I would consider trading HIMS. If it pushes up high enough, I would love an intraday opportunity to short it. An overbought reversal. Many of you guys know. If you don't, that's one of my favorite setups, where it gaps up very quickly, becomes overbought, and then begins to curl on over, and I make money as it sells off. But we'll see. 2 minutes left until markets close. What do you think about Meta? I think Meta is experiencing some concern, as a lot of tech companies should, right? Experiencing some nice little downturns, some pullback. If you think that markets are going to go higher for longer, this could be viewed as an opportunity. Do I think Meta is a good stock to buy right now as a trade? If you're trying to make money today, probably not. Direction's against you. If you're someone that can tolerate a pullback, if you're someone that believes in the company, you think that overall sentiment will continue to recover. It's all based off of what you believe and what you think. And if that's the case, then yeah, this could be a dip buy opportunity to make money if markets do recover, right? Meta, based off of how much it's sold off, if it does recover to previous highs, it's about 25%. But obviously direction is against you. So you can't just expect markets to recover just because you bought it, right? There's no indication of a recovery. So one of two things. You can either wait for indication of a recovery or just buy the dip and be able to tolerate the pullback if more follows, which definitely is a possibility, right? Don't put yourself in stressful positions that you simply cannot tolerate. Don't sell yourself that it has to recover just because you bought it. Remember, you're no one. I'm no one. You're no one. We're all no ones to this market. So instead of convincing yourself that it has to go according to your plan, more convince yourself that it doesn't. What's going on, Mike? What's up? What's up? All right, here we go. Market closes in the next 20 seconds. So do something now or forever hold your peace. No, I have no open trade on HIMS. Nothing. I just told you. I don't like trading during earnings. What about that didn't make sense? And I've talked about it. If you're part of my LPP team, you know that I'm not shorting HIMS as it's too close to the support. Risk is too high for this thing to recover, and downside is too low. So therefore, risk to reward doesn't really make sense. But let's see how the market reacts. All right, here we go. I'm looking at both. Nothing yet. Palantir in the green. Doesn't look like it's reported yet, though. You'll know once it reports. HIMS is down slightly in the red. Nothing yet. Palantir moving in the green. Is Palantir out? I think we would see a more sharp move. Here it goes. Is this a fake out? Just hit new all-time highs, 208, right? Am I mistaken? Nope, new all-time highs. Let's see. Is it a fake out? Wish me luck. What are you trading? Did it report already? No way that's the reaction. No way. I don't see it on my side. No way that's a reaction. Live call. Yeah, that's its earnings call though. That's later. Just like HIMS should have an earnings call as well. But its report should be within the first 5 minutes, I thought. Yeah, if it's not too much to ask, again, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. And if you want to partake in the live chat, just don't forget to subscribe. Possible retracement here. Yeah, PLTR should be releasing in the next 40 seconds. It should be in the next 40 seconds. Both of them, I thought. Why do they make us wait 5 minutes? Come on now. Don't they understand that we got places to be? Just kidding. Is it really an hour after for PLTR? Let's see. 5 seconds. Oh, it released. 205. Here it goes. PLTR. Ooh. HIMS down 4%. Look at that. Wow. Holy smokes. Let me refresh this. Isn't it so cool we get to watch this together? That looks like a beat. $222 per share. HIMS is down 7%. Mike, I know you love this. Mike, I know if you were still shorting HIMS, I know you're happy about this. For HIMS. Wow. Not surprised with PLTR at all. Watch for a fake out. Please be careful. Understand your intention. If your intention is to trade, trade it. If your intention is to hold, hold it. Wow. Come on, investing.com. Will you short Thanos? I'm going to be a watcher today. I'm happy with how I started today. I was thinking about it right now for sure. When it pushed up, what was it, 4 or 5%? It looks like it's beginning to retrace already. Here we go. What do you think? We beat earnings per share by 23.5% and revenue was beat by 8%. Wait, what? Oh, and HIMS came out at a big miss. Love it. Come on, refresh, buddy. dude, how frustrating. Oof. How did HIMS do? Check it. Look at that. Trying to recover. I might short this. Looks like it's aggressively trying to recover. Okay. Do not copy this. Super risky trade. I'm going to go in light. 100 shares. Looks like it's trying to reverse. And it definitely can. So I'm in with 100 shares. My first 100, just so you guys could see. Here we go. Let's see if I get filled at 250. Bring it a little bit closer. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Should be getting filled. 44.03. Just keeping it light. Small positions. I think this is 5 to 6% downside. Yeah. But again, it can trade against me, right? There has to be some uncertainty here with PLTR. PLTR normally goes pretty parabolic. Maybe they're waiting for the earnings call to make a more informed decision. It's bullish, don't get me wrong, 3.3% for... It's at a $500 billion market cap now. That's big enough to push it into the $500 billion. Still holding, right? It's not like fully selling off, but it's just lacking progress. Oh, here it goes. Look at this. This is why we take a small position, knowing that it could have gone green. Looks like they're selling the hype. I would love to short this. Beautiful. Let's see how high it could run up. 4%. I'm going to do another 250 up here. I am going to chase this. Oh, the spread's pretty crazy. Let's leave it up here. Sweet. Are you shorting PLTR? Hell no. You think I want to short Thanos? Come on now. Oh, looks like it's popping. I love that. Super clean. And just so you guys know, I also closed out my little short that I had on QBTS. Made a little bit over $3,800. Left myself with my one lucky share. So very happy with that one. Took my little short on Amazon. Made $2,600 on that. HIMS coming back up to retest previous highs. Looking to see if we get confirmation. And then I would love to double or triple my position if price action becomes favorable, but we'll see if it does. Staying light for now, just so you can see where we're at. Down 1,400. Still trade going against, so no confirmation of a reversal. So I'm going to stay a little bit on the lighter side and see if we get price action to support the short. Okay. For those that don't know, HIMS did report earnings and came in at a miss for earnings per share at nearly 40%, which is one of the reasons I'm okay with shorting it. My intentions are not yours. This is a very risky short. Do not copy it. It can turn against me. I'll have to manage and mitigate my risk. You shorted Palantir. Sweet. Oh, you're long on HIMS now. Okay, because it was closer to support. Okay. They did report earnings already. Just a heads up, though. Looks like we're trading against one another. Pushing hard. How's Palantir? Oof. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, there's some uncertainty with Palantir. For sure. Yeah, we'll see how it does during its earnings call. Dang. Again, it's not like Palantir was cheap. But yeah, that's a surprise, right? We've talked about it before. This is where some people might be confused. They're like, what the heck? HIMS misses earnings, but its reaction is bullish. But then PLTR beats earnings, but then the reaction is bearish. Like, again, a lot of it has to do with guidance. Very important to take that into consideration before just expecting it to go your way. Another 400 shares short here. Another 1,000 shares. Let's see if it goes red. Went from 8% to 4%. Holding. You're bullish on Palantir. Good for you. Glad I dumped my Palantir. Do you mean 215? Got 10K profit on Palantir. Wow, well done. What'd you do? Go short or go long? Early stages of a possible reversal. Let's see if we get it. There it goes. I'm going to be too late again. Come on. We keep missing it, man. Keep missing it. There it goes. There it goes. Going red. Going red. Oof. Ugh. Nasty. So quick. This is again why we said it's a volatile time and it's not designed for beginners, even for myself. Again, that would have been a very beautiful exit. It was just too slow. Watch me pay for it. Keep the position visible. If you're part of my LPP team, there's a thing that we call the blind trading challenge, meaning that I don't normally like to look at how much I'm up or down when I'm actively taking the trade, just because I don't want to trade based off of the dollar amount. I want to trade based off of the price action. So we'll show it though. We'll show it once I close it out here. Yeah, looks like it's trying to build an ascending support. Well, you're not kidding about PLTR. Yeah, PLTR looks like it's a a wild one today. Again, but maybe people are just waiting for their earnings call, and then they can see the reaction they want. Yeah, I see that, the salty stock skipper. Maybe I reduce. Due to uncertainty. Now 1K short on HIMS. All right, Mike, now that I have you on my side, we'll see if it plays out in our favor. We're going to have to be quick with this limit order. Not getting the break of support, unfortunately. Come on, break of structure. Retraced all the way down to 44. It's at a buy. Yeah, I'm shorting, so you buy to cover. That's how you cover a short. Damn. We need a break below 46, actual break. Holding above 46. Here we go, 45.60. Come on, come on. All right, testing that support, 45.50. 45.50. Break that, 45.50. Oof, it's getting bought up so quick. I need a size out. There it goes, 45.50, 45.48, 45.37. There we go, reducing just 1,000 shares, which is about 1/4, 1/3 of my position. Testing EMA, possible support here. Remember to play it safe. And here it goes, finding support already. Isn't it crazy? A company that misses earnings, yeah, it did beat expectation for revenue, so we have to give it that. But it's not profitable. It's what it's earning per share came in lower than what is expected. by quite a bit, 40%. That's a huge miss. Yet it's still trying to justify push up. But again, we talked about it earlier today. It is quite oversold on the larger time frames. It is at a major support range. And I think that's the big risk right now. There's a lot of recovery potential based off of previous highs. And, psychologically, this is just a very strong support. At least it has been for, the past 5-6 months. So I have to give it that. Definitely not the price action I want to see. It's just very slow, slugging. And as you can see, it moves very quickly when it does begin to either recover or sell off and stuff like that. So this is why, again, stocks like this are incredibly risky. When in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. And cashing out doesn't mean it's going to be for profit, right? It can mean that you're just reducing your exposure to that position, to that trade. Here it goes, beginning to recover. Trying to retest this possible reversal. Could form another leg up. Palantir, trying to find support here. Isn't it crazy? I mean, some people might be trying to short this and they're like, come on, sell off, sell off. Like, it's still green. From where it closed at, it had a green day. It popped up 4, 5, 6%. I forgot how much it was. It sold off. It did give back what it gained. So really, I guess there's that, but it's not really selling off. This is why we call Palantir Thanos. Right when you think that you're like, I gotcha. It's like, hey, we're actually still break even after gaining 3.3%. Palantir has become a very challenging stock to short. And it's okay to acknowledge that, right? There's some stocks that you might experience success in shorting, right? Price action might support the sell-offs. I would say like HIMS. HIMS has been a great stock to short if you respect overbought and oversold levels, overbought and oversold. It could be a great stock to go long if you know where to buy and where to sell, where to buy and where to sell, right? And that's why, again, although we are shorting it, I do like pointing out, hey, it is very oversold based off of recent support levels. It could begin to recover. I always like talking about both sides, even regardless of what is in my benefit on my current trade. I'm going to close out this trade by, in the next few minutes. So what do you guys think for HIMS? Should we just close it out? I'd say I'm pretty much break even or slightly in the red. Yeah, there it goes. It's like, should I just play it safe, close it, wait for direction to either be more favorable or wait to see if it pops up, right? Maybe it runs a little higher and I get a more unique short opportunity. You guys are telling me to wait? Yes, these are definitely different people than those that are part of my LPP team. My LPP team always like, hey, take profits, of course, because that's all we talk about, right? Keep it safe. YOLO? I don't think you guys understand the way that I trade. I don't know how low you are, but my entry wasn't good. My average price right now is right around $46 per share. So it wasn't bad, and I already took profits on 1,000 shares of it that was slightly in the green. Full port, buddy boy. That is not the way that I work. Congrats on getting baptized. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Direction is not in your favor right now. I respect that, and I agree with you. It's actually looking quite bullish right here. Looks like it's about to break out. Is it a fake out or is it another breakout? Pushing up to highs of another 8%. How's Palantir looking? Slow. It's kind of boring. Not for this. HIMS has been pretty active. I think HIMS is surprising a lot of people right now. What else reported today? Goodyear? Yeah, nothing that I care about. How's QQQ? Okay. HIMS still trying to push. You see that? See if the momentum picks up. A lot of buying pressure right now. Selling pressure is coming back up as well. The price action looks bullish. That is for sure. PLTR negative. Barely. I think it's going to wait for guidance during its earnings call. That's going to be in the next 30 minutes. I think that if you're actively trading, which again, I'm not, but if you're actively trading Palantir, you might want to listen in to that earnings call. I think that, again, just my opinion, I don't think that if you're a beginner, you should be trading any stock when it reports earnings. I think the moves are super high risk. I think you need to know how to manage your risk and manage your position size. I think it's a really cool time to be paying attention to the market. I know that sounds super boring and stuff, but it's just my 2 cents. Okay, I'm buying more PLTR. Wish you nothing but the best. How long are you live for? I'm done here. I'm 1 minute left here, 30 seconds. I just wanted to go live with you guys for a little bit, watch how the market reacts, and then, yeah, see what I'm going to end up doing with this. So looks like it's going back up to retest. I'm glad that we reduced the short a bit. Now I'm going to look to see if it retests the same previous highs and see if I can get another short entry. So that's all I can kind of look out for right now. Wait for indication of an actual resistance. Keep it light. Here we go. Another 500 shares just to add to it. Thanks for all the great info. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a bit. If you're part of my LPP team, I'll keep you up to date with this quick little day trade that I'm taking on HIMS. Let me make it very clear. I'm not like other people here on, I don't even want to say YouTube. It's really more like on Twitter and stuff that they like to encourage you to take the same trades that they do. Do not take the same trade that I'm taking right now. HIMS is an incredibly high risk stock. Now, add the volatility that it's experiencing during earnings, becomes even that much more of risk. So I'm always happy to share with you my good trades and my bad trades, but again, not for the purpose of you to copy. I like to share my thought process and my why I just did on why I decided to short it, why I was okay with it, the risk to reward ratios. It all makes sense to me, and I'm okay that if it does end up picking up, I'll just manage and mitigate my risk and accept the loss if that's what I end up experiencing. But again, my risk tolerance is not yours, and I want you to know, I want you to respect that. So wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope to see you for tomorrow's live trading session. If you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, I trade live every single morning right at market open. It's the second link in the description down below. If you don't feel like you're ready to join, no worries. Just subscribe to the channel and I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.